now, I have Joe Cardinale, who once served on the New York Police Department as a lieutenant commander. Joe, happy New Year's Eve to you. Thanks for hopping on with me.
Same to you, Markie. Good morning.
Good morning. You know better than anybody else just, what this night means in terms of a safety and preparedness perspective. How safe is tonight in Times Square?
Well, it's as safe as we make it and as safe as we can make it. You have to remember that's a large crowd, 1 million people. People just cannot fathom putting that many people into that, that secluded area there, that marked off area, that bow tie as they call it. And it's going to be a long process for those who want to get there early and get in the front to, the front pens over there. But it's once you're in, so you're there for the duration. So security is going to be tight on the perimeter around, as well as the whole borough, not only just in Manhattan, but all 5 boroughs will be on alert tonight.
Our crews have been there for a couple days, just, looking ahead to tonight's celebration. It's already shoulder to shoulder there, and we still have, 18 hours to go before we bring in 2025. Talk about the kind of undertaking this is, the massive undertaking to get this kind of crowd managed and also safe.
Oh, it's a massive undertaking, and the police department just keeps rolling with it. Every year we change for things that may have happened the year before, and plus current events, all the high-profile cases we've had, all the riots and all the protests we've had this year with the colleges and everything. So people like to use this kind of stage as their platform to make another statement. But make no mistake about this, Markie, that everybody should understand that this is going to be as flawless as possible through the New York City Police Department. I just hope ADA Bragg is on board and makes a statement to the same that anybody disrupts this or does anything, they are going to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And that's what needs to be stressed over here. Zero tolerance. You're there to have a good time. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for a lot of visitors. Let's make it as safe as possible. Let's keep the the idiots out of it, for lack of a better word.
Amen to that. And talk to me about what the biggest concerns are this night every year, because I think obviously violent crime is the first thing that comes to mind. But talk about lesser offenses, too, like those pickpocket teams that will be there tonight. How prevalent are those kind of crimes this evening?
Oh, they've always been prevalent, and they've had the pickpocket teams down there, plainclothes officers, and I just hope that the police officers are allowed to do their stop and frisk, on a larger scale tonight, because you're going to need that. The packages, not only that, come to the surface, but below the surface on the trains, and not just in that area. The trains that do come to Times Square, addressing that before they even get to Times Square, patrolling the trains, patrolling the subway stations. Everything up here has been swept. Every area has been, identified. The cops, even the rookies, are told what to look for. You have plainclothes officers out there that I'm not going to tell you in what capacity, but they are out there. And you have the eyes in the sky. You even have harbor. You have aviation. You have drone teams that are up there. You have the camera systems that are tied in with the Alliance over in Times Square. So you have a lot of components that are working tonight, and they need to run as smooth as possible without the disruption.
Yeah, there will be 1 million people there tonight. That's not hyperbole either. Literally 1 million people in Times Square. Before I let you go, Joe, obviously there are celebrations happening across the country tonight. It's not just in New York City. Your words of wisdom and advice to people heading out to other celebrations, other large crowds this evening. How do we stay safe and vigilant ourselves?
Well, the whole thing is just be aware of your surroundings all the time. If people are going to drink, there's no doubt about it. Keep it, as low profile as you can. And just like I said, be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of who you're with. Make sure you and your friends have a plan that, God forbid, somebody gets lost, especially in Times Square, that, you keep in touch with each other, stay as close together as possible. And just let everybody know that anybody that's going to Times Square, once you're in those cattle pens, as we call it, you're there for the night. So, there are no bathrooms. There will be no large backpacks, umbrellas, and the weather may come into play in this as well.
Yeah, we're about to talk about the weather, too. But, yeah, it's that perfect storm, right, of large crowds, heavy drinking. Hope tonight goes off without a hitch. Joe Cardinale, thank you so much. Hope 2025 is good to you, sir. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.